We got a really special draft today because, first of all, it's a little three-headed giant here because Sophia's hanging out here with her Uncle BK as we open Gleemox. We're going to need this, though, because it is myself, Tyler the Destroyer, Ryan B. and Dark Quarter, a squad, battling against Nathan Strider, who has returned. He was a server all-star, but he had to take a break for a bit. Mac and then Woode. So Mac, Nate, and Strider are all fearsome opponents, and we're going to have our work cut out for us. But Gleemox is the best card in the cube, I believe, for pick one, pack one. So happy to take that. Passing Strider a Thoughtseize. He's going to take Thoughtseize. He always drafts Grixis, and he hasn't drafted for months. He's going to take that. And then there's like Dismember, Lutri, Flage, Smuggler's Copter. But, we'll start here with a Gleemox. Oh, I know what you want to take.
Do you? I mean, I do love the Nadu life.
There's also Prismatic Vista and just have 2 5-color fixings right away.
Yeah, Vista's good. It's not as good.
As like a fetch land, you mean?
Yeah. Just with Triumphs, they're so great at getting you multiple colors in play early. I could see taking Nadu. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would take one of those two.
All right. Just did really bad with Nadu, but it's a new day. Let's do it. Let's Nadu. This is at least a strong direction. And then, what do you think about that, huh?
Sophia.
She's going for it. I think Mystic Confluence looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like green mid-range options, Deathray and Eternal Witness is way too early.
We would have taken Mystic even if we had taken Prismatic Vista, I think.
Yeah. Aragorn, you'd sometimes end up being like 4-color no black with Nadu decks. Yeah.
There's also a Grief in there, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. And now, a lot of black cards. Snuff Out, Shieldred, Watery Grave, Malcolm in blue, Troll, and then Metamorphosis and Shallow Grave. Could just Delighted Halfling, though. Whoop, there she goes.
Hey. Hi,
Sophia just ate, which is why she's hanging out with us, because try to keep her upright for a bit, because she likes returning things from whence they came. I think I'm just going to take Delighted Halfling here.
Hi, Sophia.
If we'd taken Prismatic Vista, I could see taking Shieldred, but I think Halfling looks good. And then, now there's a Green Sun Zenith. I mean, it seems like Green Sun's where we want to be. There's also Mox Diamond, but that's not even that good with Mana Dorks, and we have 2 pieces of acceleration already. And I think I like Green Suns more than Land Rivals. More copies of Nadu. Sylvan Safekeeper would be a nice one to pick up here, too. There's a Fastbond and an Elvish Mystic, a Luris, a Channel, and a Pick Your Poison. So green seems relatively open, which is nice. I kind of just want to take Elvish Mystic. I'm just not a believer in Fastbond anymore. There's a Ramanop in the last pack, too. Could Fastbond if we wanted to do land stuff, because Green Suns kind of leads into that.
Yeah, I would do Fastbond.
All right.
Elves are just...
The monocolor elves are also just not the most exciting, I will say that.
Let's give ourselves some outs to do something cool.
All
or
right.
Let's try to win the draft. One of those two. Depending upon how it goes.
Oh, look at that. Genius. BK's saved the draft. There's a Sylvan Library and a From the Catacombs and a Persist, but slamming a Time Twister, a 7th pick Time Twister? That is not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Sophia? You like Time Twisters.
All right, and here there's a Gargaroth, a Leyline Binding. I assume we just take Sparas.
Yeah, Spars is great.
Because we're definitely blue-green, and who knows? We might, like you said, splashing white is a pretty natural thing. All right. Noble, 9th pick.
Yeah,
perfect.
I do love Sentinel with Fastbond.
And Nadu.
And Nadu, yeah.
But I think Noble is just so good.
Noble is really nice.
We have like the 2 best mana dorks for this deck, I think.
I agree.
Robinop might wheel for this Fastbond. We'll see. Oh, I really do like Arwen with Green Suns, with Nadu. We got the Sparas headquarters. Red and 6 and Fastbond have a little bit of a synergy, and then Survival. I don't know. I'm not a big Survival fan. I kind of want to Boseiju here.
Yeah.
Witness Time Twister is nice, but Boseiju is a great card.
It's really fantastic.
Just having your land be a disenchant is just so sick. I don't think Deathrite or Lush Portico or Enlightened Tutor make a whole lot of sense in this spot. Hello, muñeca.
She's happy.
Yeah, because she got plenty of sleep last night. That makes one of us. All right. And I actually really like the way this looks going into the next pack here. We might even get another card or two. We'll see. There was that one pack with tons of black, but then the black kind of dried up after that. So, I guess we could have picked up like Shieldred from the Catacombs, a couple other things. But, so do we take Savannah or Hate Metamorphosis Fanatic?
I think I would take Savannah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do too. Looks pretty good in this deck, and the Fnatic is good, but if they're Reanimator, Triplicate Titan could be a thing. I don't know. Oh, no, I guess I'll just still take the Llanowar Elf.
There you go.
I don't think Coveted Jewel is too big of a deal. Channel or Elvish Mystic? I guess we should probably just Elvish Mystic, right? Yeah.
Sure.
We already passed the Coveted Jewel anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Anything that's good here? There's a Scalding Tarn, a Remand, a Tameo, a Brainstorm, I guess. Bunch of artifacts. Key, Bauble, Workshop, Forensic Agitator, Retrofitter. That's like the whole artifact deck. This could be... it could be a nice Tameo deck. It might just be that we want to fetch land. Ramanop is gone for what it's worth.
Oh, that is good to know.
Remand is also just a great card. Tarn is currently a tapped blue-green land. Or just an island, of course.
We'll probably get the Tropper breeding pool, but...
Yeah, I don't think we've seen either of them yet. Well, I guess it's actually a blue-green-white land, because the Sparas can help for Arwen. This is tough. I kind of want to just take fetch land, though.
Yeah, I'm fine. Good with that.
Yeah. And here... There's an Underground Sea if we wanted to play black, which doesn't sound that appealing. There's an Enduring Curiosity, which is kind of funny with all the elves. Fallen Shinobi, Tameo. None of these cards are very good. Like, the best cards in the pack are like Felia, Underground Sea.
Yeah, the Unruly Crisis is kind of interesting for us.
That'll come back 100% of the time.
Yeah, shouldn't take it.
We could take Felia. Felia, we don't have we don't have that much blue. We just took a fetch, so we have Savannah. Felia is an awesome card.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Salute.
Bless you.
Oh, wow. Flooded Strand or Breeding Pool? Flooded Strand seems pretty nice because it gets Savannah, so it's a tri-land as well. But Breeding Pool makes Tarn into untapped green. I don't know. This is close.
It's tough.
One reason I might lean towards Strand is we're also not passing a good card.
That's true.
And then, I don't know, there's Hex Drinker, Exploration, Archive. Breeding Pool could come back, though I don't think it's that likely
Hex Drinker is not going to come back, unfortunately.
Probably not, yeah. All right, let's just Flooded Strand, though. Flooded Strand's great. Oh, I kind of want to just take the Cradle here. Cradle's just so insane in this deck. We don't need the 5th elf, even if it's a good one. And Arid Mesa is good, but I think this deck's really going to feel it if it misses out on Cradle.
Sure.
Okay. I like having a reason to take Cradle. Look, now there's the Trop. You will wield the Sylvan Safekeeper?
I hope so. There's,
1, 2,
11 cards
3,
left
4,
in the back?
5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance, I think. I don't know.
It just matters. Titania probably didn't get opened yet.
Yeah, I think Trop is going to be really nice here.
Yeah, I think you have to take it.
Had some banger picks here. Skydiver? This could be a nice Time Warp deck.
Yeah, it's always nice to have Graveyard Hate in the form of Ghost Vacuum, but we wouldn't be able to main deck it. I guess this could be a good Time Warp deck. Do we have any reason for Skydiver in particular? No.
Yeah, just it's a value card. It's also Yavimaya, but I don't think that really helps us too much.
Yeah, I think I like Time Warp with the whole
Time Twister,
mana,
Fastbond stuff. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. We have
yeah, it's in the pack with Taiga.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, but we have Scalding Tarn and Gleemox so far, but we could probably pick up more. We're in the market for Hull Breachers. I don't like seeing a Pyrokinesis and a Fury. Those cards are pretty good against us. Okay, we could Caryatid here. We could also just take Soul Guide Lantern. Caryatid is kind of nice because it's a 5-color fixer, and we're currently 4 colors, but...
Yeah, we don't have to be white, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to be, but Felly and Arwen are both... we're going to play them. We have...
Yeah, I would take Soul Guide Lantern, I think.
Yeah, let's just have a really good sideboard card. The 2-drop elf is not as necessary when you have 4 1-drop elves.
Also, when you have Fastbond and Gleemox.
Yeah, I agree with all that. And Hole Breacher would be a nice one. Oh, this is actually not a bad Brainstorm deck.
Yeah. We've got a couple of shuffles.
Mind Twist, our 5th color. Just get in there. Salute. Okay. Unruly Graces came back. So did Enduring Curiosity and Fallen Shinobi. This actually looks more like an Unruly Graces deck, huh?
Tameo Time Warp Velia is infinite turns.
Sure, that's true. Should we Tameo?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, maybe we'll open Time Walk. Oh, Breeding Pool came back? I'm going to take that over Exploration,
I think with the Mana Dorks, you don't need more redundancy in that department.
Oh, Birds came back, too.
Yeah, I think I would take that over Moloch.
All right. We're just going turbo Mana Dorks here. Sylvan Safekeeper came back. Yeah, and a Questing Beast. Green is mega open. This is going to be a sick Cradle deck. Maybe we should have taken Moloch for because of Cradle. That'd make a 10-10 Moloch. I'm just going to take Chandra, I think.
Take Bone Crusher.
I guess
better against you, and you could actually play it.
Oh, K-Wire Might is actually pretty decent, too.
Yeah, that's a nice card.
Okay. I kind of like our Mono Elves Time Twister plan. We've got some good big mana stuff. We're going to open a Time Walk. I'm just feeling it. Let's go. Let's go. That's not a Time Walk at all. It's no playables. Damn.
Oh, that is rough. Hey, where are the playables?
We could just take Sneak, but we don't even have any of the targets. Good. We could just hate Animate Dead, probably.
Yeah, I think that's what I would take.
Oh, what a brutal pick. What do we got here? There's a Fable. There's a Verdant. I don't think we need the Verdant that badly. It would be nice to find a red dual to go with these Tarn and Strand, but I mean, I don't know. Fable's a pretty great card.
Yeah.
Wheel of Chariot or Nissa. We're gonna get one of those.
The problem with Fable is just that this deck doesn't really have extra cards to discard very often.
Yeah,
that's the issue with Fable.
Could just take Verdant.
Yeah.
Fetches are great.
Yeah, I think I would just take Verdant.
All right.
You really want to wheel that Nissa.
Yeah, we'll get Nissa or Chariot back, I think. Or both, who knows. Here there's a Teferi we could try to ramp to. There's an Urza, which is pretty nice with Cradle.
Sacred Foundry, you can get off Flooded Strand and another fetch? Or
Tarn. Yeah. I think we'll probably have a good chance of wheeling a Commercial District here.
Yeah.
I mean, Urza has some moves here for sure.
It's good with Felia. That's okay with Cradle. You don't have any other artifacts.
I mean, we could just take a land, I guess. We could also take... Nah, Teferi's too weak. Let's just take Sacred Foundry. Oops. Okay, Draftmancer crashed, but we got the Sacred Foundry still. And then here... I kind of want to just take Upheaval.
Yeah, definitely.
We need some way to win here. Like, way to use all this mana.
Sophia, do you like Upheaval?
She experiences lots of upheavals.
Sophia, Upheaval is what you and your brother did to all of our lives.
It is very true. But like Upheaval, it was ended up in a winning position.
Well,
afterwards.
you prepare for it.
Yeah,
so.
you draft around it, as it were. Oh, interesting. All right.
Catcher, Triumph, Hallowed Fountain, Lorien Revealed.
I really don't want to take a land. I feel like we have a lot of lands already. Let's see. Could be Lorien Revealed.
Yeah, that looks great.
It's kind of like a land, but also gas. Now there's Natural Order, Oddity, Springheart, Greaves, Cheese. There's all the cards. We're just going to get 2 cards out of this pack, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have anything to NO into.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like Greaves or Springheart. They both look pretty good here.
Yeah, what can Nantuka make copies of that's interesting? Not much. Yeah, I think you just take Greaves.
Yeah, because that's the most important one. Then we'll get... I mean, Overlord Oddity might honestly be number 2.
Yeah.
Because just a giant mana sink. Though Jace the Mind Sculptor is also a pretty decent mana sink. Something to spend our manas on. Okay.
Yeah, no, this looks like a good Jace deck.
We have a lot of ways to get it out ahead of schedule. And there's also Probe, but I don't think Ataxian Probe is really doing a whole lot for us. All right, we'll jace it up here. And ooh, I love endurance.
Yeah, gotta be.
This Felia is not looking that good here.
No.
I mean, Cankerbloom's probably fine.
It's at least something we could side in.
Might even main deck it with Green Suns and whatnot. This Tameo... I mean, Tameo Time Warp, it seems kind of legit here. Oh, this looks like a good Nissa deck.
Yeah.
I mean, right now this is 16 lands plus Gleemox and Lorien revealed.
Oh, that's a nice smile.
Hey, chica. I think the Arwen is probably pretty reasonable here.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing on how many lands would this be?
I mean, I guess do we want Night of Autumn here? I mean, right now we're probably have room for another spell or two. There's a Restless Vinestock, which is kind of actually nice with all the mana dorks. But Night of Autumn.
Take Night or Treachery.
Yeah, I think Night's pretty good. All right. That can go get Lightning Greaves, I know, but I don't think we're into that. No More Lies seems like a pretty decent sideboard card, at least. Oh man, we didn't wheel Ovenwald Oddity. That's unfortunate. I thought we might wheel that one. That pack had so many green cards. All right, well we got some moves here. This is a funny deck.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, it would have been nice to get the Ovenwald Oddity back, but this is pretty good. Also, I think every one of our lands is untapped green except these three. And I don't think we need to play any other basics, do we? Because Tarn gets Foundry, Strand gets Foundry. Like, we don't need a basic mountain for anything.
No.
Okay, so, but the question is, how many lands do we play?
So right now, you have 10 lands. You're going to add 4 to 14. And then you have Lorien Revealed, which is kind of a 15th land.
And Gleemox. It's probably good, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, Cradle, so in terms of, let's see.
I might play a Forest over an Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Yeah, we probably don't need
you don't
literally
need
every
white
single
mana.
door. Not much, at least.
Yeah.
So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 turn 1 white sources.
Green sources.
Or green, yeah. And then plus those 3 more, plus a Lorien Revealed as well, which I think we're going to cast a decent amount of the time. Is this enough blue? We have double Trop, Flooded Strand, Tarn, Verdant. So it's 5, plus Gleemox is 6, Spar's Headquarters is 7.
Okay, so your Lorien Revealed can fetch 2 blues. Can fetch 3 islands. There's 3 islands to fetch?
Yeah,
okay.
That should be good.
Yeah, there's a chance you want an island over one of these forests.
I was actually thinking that too, I think.
Yeah.
And then we have a Haywire Might in our sideboard and a Soul Guide Lantern and a No More Lies and a Felia.
And a Night of Autumn.
Yeah. Do you want Night of Autumn over Cankerbloom? I kind of feel like the mono green thing is probably better. And it's cheaper to Green Suns 4. It's actually the same to Green Suns 4.
It's the same. Will the Proliferate ever come up? It could. Not likely with Jace, but Tameo and Nissa both have some breakpoints. Like, you could definitely proliferate Nissa up to ultimate. You could definitely proliferate Tameo up to being able to minus a second time.
Yeah, and I think the Tameo is probably good enough. Their whole Zoom thing is just out of control bad.
You could put additional +1/+1 counters with Arwen. You could proliferate Arwen to get another indestructible counter.
That's actually not that bad. Yeah, I think Tameo's probably good enough here, just as a way to just gas up.
Yeah.
All right, this deck's sick. I'm excited to play this one. This one looks good.
It does look fun.
All right, time for round 1. BK will be back shortly. On the draw here, I'm in for this hand. It's got turn 1 Cankerbloom, and if I draw any land, turn 2 Wheel of Fortune. Well, I guess except Sparrow's Headquarters. Oh, the commercial district didn't wheel, actually. I just realized that. And I think that is a reasonable thing. I definitely could have mulliganed this hand, but I feel like turn on Cankerbloom, turn 2 Wheel with 3 mana in play is a pretty good reward. And so let's run it. I could also play turn 1 Greaves. Is that better? I think I'll just play Cankerbloom. I don't really care about wheeling away Lightning Greaves if I end up doing such a thing. Nate goes Delta go. Well, let's draw another land, and he's got mana up for potentially a counterspell. I think I would rather play Greaves. If it gets countered, it gets countered. Welcome back.
Thanks.
And remanded. All right.
Go Canker Bloom.
I kept this hand only had one forest in it, but it was on the draw turn 1 Canker Bloom, and if I drew a land turn 2 wheel, then I drew another land, so I'm just gonna wait on the wheel. I don't really see a reason to run it out here. What do we got? Mind Twist for 2 or something? Oh, Skydiver on my Mox.
That's pretty great.
Damn. All right. Salute. Okay, well, Princessa decided to take a little break. So let's attack with the Canker Bloom. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to kill the Gleemox here. I don't think it really makes sense to not do so. Thieving Skydiver messed us up bad. All right, in comes Canker Bloom. So basically, the Skydiver killed the Mox and the Canker Bloom. Well, if I draw blue, I can cast a Jace at least. If I draw red, I guess I could cast Wheel of Fortune, though that wouldn't be that enticing. A little more enticing now. Nathan's mulling here. Or not mulling, tutoring. All right. I'm going to play Beseiju because if I draw another blue, then I could Mystic Confluence. Entomb. I think we're pretty dead here, is what it looks like to me. Entomb for something monstrous, and then next turn animate it. I guess we'll find out. Oh, this is Mac. Mac's deck looks nice. Gristlebrand, huh? Entomb DT Gristlebrand is pretty good. Okay, so we're not getting Shallow Graved at least. But I assume Gristlebrand's hitting the board here. Exhume. I get a Canker Bloom back, though, so there's that. All right, well, down a game. All right. Well, I guess I'm glad I hated the Animated Dead, though. I think I'm just going to put in Soul Guide and take out Canker Bloom. Got Endurance and Soul Guide. All right, we've got some outs. He exhumed Gristlebrand after DTing, so that did not work great.
Do you want?
All right, game 2. Any busted Fastbond starts? No, but this is a potentially really good Nadus start. Turn 1 Birds, turn 2 Nadu, turn 3 Greaves. Let's hope this all pans out. And hopefully Nathan doesn't have a fast way to stop this from happening. So Nathan went to 6. Gonna get Trop here. Play Birds and pass the turn. Any commercial districts? No swamp? No. Inquisition my Nadu. Okay, well, if I draw another Mana Dork, I have potentially a turn 3 Nissa, so that is something that'd be nice. Lorien Revealed, huh? I mean, I guess Greaves can make my birds safe. Play Cradle. I don't know. I could... This is really unfortunate. Scrapwork Mutt. I could cycle Lorien Revealed. The problem is it doesn't really help me do anything here. Let's just draw and see what it is. All right, well, now I'm going to cycle Lorien Revealed, but I'm just going to lose to a turn 3 Atraxa. Turn on Inquisition, turn 3 Atraxa. That is a beat. Which is a shame. I really like this deck. Exhume might actually not get the job done, which is kind of funny. Exhuming Atraxa versus a Nadu? Oh, he's DTing. Okay, so he's not exhuming. Could have Reanimate or Land Mox Animate. And that would also be unfortunate. But we'll see. End of turn, I'm going to cycle Lorien Revealed. And on my turn, cast Nissa and try to set up this upheaval. Nissa with Gaia's Cradle can generate a lot of mana. He had to reanimate. Okay. Let's see what Atroxa hits, I guess. Force of negation? Oh man, this is tough. I like my deck a lot, but turn on Inquisition, turn 3 Atroxa, picking up a Force of negation is kind of a lot. All right, so he picked up Force of negation, Sneak, and Mountain. I guess Atroxa hit all instants, which is kind of funny. All right. Island Cycle. The funny thing is, if I had drawn a Mana Dork, I could have also potentially upheavaled, but that's not where we ended up. All right. Play Nissa, I guess. Oh, no, there's the Mana Dork. Land. I could upheaval here. 1, 2, 3, but I'd have no mana left. Let's just go Nissa. Is there a way to Nissa upheaval? Let me see. There's no way, right? Yeah, no, not a chance. Okay. I was just looking to see if there was a way to... Well, I could move the Greaves to Elves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nissa, untap Cradle. No, I still just can't really do that. All right. Wait, hold on. Let's move the Greaves to the Elf. I'm going to leave birds up to block and untap the island and put the Greaves on there. Pass the turn. So just has Force, either doesn't have a blue card or just chose not to counter the Nissa. He knows about the upheaval from the Inquisition, so he's probably just going to keep Force negation for that. And I don't think I can beat that, but I guess I'll try. Oops, I hit over to counterspell. That's not what I meant to do. So Nissa's getting attacked. Block with my bird. And then you can just pass the turn. I need to draw like a Time Twister or something. Could maybe get a little something going. Forest. All right. Currently, I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, but if I Nissa an untap Cradle, that adds another 3, because it's a creature. Oh, tapping out, but again, we know about the Force of negation in hand, so it's not really tapping out. Oh, Pest Infestation, the Greaves. Okay. Draw. I could hope he doesn't have a blue card. Sure. Why not? Nissa the Cradle. Upheaval. All right. There goes round 1. All right. Time for round 2. After that beating. But you know what? I'm going to take it in stride. I like this deck. I feel like we could get some good wins here. What do we got? Yeah, I'll keep this. Playing against Naya aggro, so they have a Mox Jet and a Mana Crypt, which isn't great for us, but hopefully they don't have too fast a draw. We're on the play and can go turn 1. I think actually Verdant into Trop, into Ignoble, and then turn 2, Brainstorm, Lorien Revealed perhaps, or we'll see. Oh, and a bird too. All right, so let's go Brainstorm. I'm going to put 2 back here. Beseiju and whatnot. Is she learning something? All right, looks like nap time. Hopefully not just for me. I want to cycle Lorien Revealed. I want to play a Mana Dork. I need to put 2 back. I mean, I guess I could put Forest back. And probably Delighted Halfling. All right. And then Island Cycle Lorien Revealed. Get Breeding Pool. And play birds. And then next turn, if I draw any other land, I can go Mystic Confluence. I hope I don't get Red and 6 this turn. But we'll see. Could have kept Delighted Halfling. Yeah. I'm going to get to Endurance, so it's going to kill my Ignoble. Forest, Sylvan Safekeeper, pass the turn. And then I'm going to play Endurance, and then go from there. I guess, yeah, keeping the Delighted Halfling over to Bird would have worked out a little bit better. If I draw a Gleemox, I'll have Mystic Confluence up. Otherwise, I won't. Oh, kill that. Okay. That's fine. I don't really have too much of a use for it at the moment. And end of turn, I get to Endurance. And I think I will put... Oh, I see. I think I will put cards back here. Because I wouldn't mind drawing Brainstorm or Lorien Revealed. Okay, attack red and 6. And the Tower Fire means I guess I was losing. I would have lost the Halfling anyway, so that didn't really change much. So now I hope Wooday's turn isn't Palace Jailer here. That would be nice. All right. I wish I didn't have the ability to call the cards they have, because I just named the worst cards every turn, and unfortunately that's what's happened. Oh, that was an insane draw. Okay, well, turnabout's fair play, I guess. Let's untap this island. Send. Now they kind of have to chump. Oh, no, they don't have to. Endurance. I'm going to put theirs on the bottom because I don't care about them drawing those, and who knows, maybe they have some Tarmogoyf or Delirium or something like that. Them not blocking there worked out really nicely because I don't really see how they're going to get the Monarch back. What they might have, though, they might have like a flicker effect. They can flicker Palace Jailer, comes back, takes the Monarch, exiles Island. And then next turn, I'll have Mystic Confluence up. And we'll see if that does something here. I mean, every turn I was hoping to have Mystic Confluence up, but all my mana dorks got killed. But this actually looks pretty good. The Nissa top deck was insane, so I'm glad I was able to do a little peeling because I was pretty far behind. Because Mystic Confluence cannot help you get the Monarch back. Bouncing the Palace Jailer very much does not do that. But now I have 2 blockers. Even if they have 2 removal spells for my 2 blockers, my Nissa will then make another creature. Enduring Innocence. Okay. And that's it. That's the play. All right. Works for me. Let's go Forest. I don't really see. I'll just make the Beseiju into a thing. And I think attack with all 3, because I still have Mystic Confluence up here, and I'll have 2 blockers. I'm going to double block Endurance. Okay. Also fine. Pass the turn. Draw a card off Monarch. Have Mystic Confluence up to counter their next play, which I assume they're setting up here with this Enduring Innocence. And I also don't have tons of lands in my deck, so I feel like we're going to draw some gas here. The one thing that's annoying is if they play like a 2-drop, having to use the counter mode twice on it isn't ideal, but let's see. They have, oh, now it's a 4-drop? Yeah. We'll counter this up. They have like a Sunfall or something. Fiery Confluence deals 3 to each creature. All right. Mystic Confluence, counter target spell, draw 2 cards. And might as well keep all my creatures on tap. No real reason not to. All right, we got a game. Let's go. Giant cards, as usual. Knight of Autumn, Soul Guide, Haywire Might. No, I don't really want any of those. Cankerbloom is not all that great. I think I might just put a Felia in instead. I feel like Felia is more likely to have something. Plus, Felia Lightning Greaves kind of nice combo. Just out of nowhere, you're just Feliaing them. Red and 6 will be annoying, though this hand is actually pretty good against Red and 6 because I've got that Delighted Halfling as my mana dork. So I'm going to keep this hand. Opponent's mulling. Okay, we could definitely still pull out a 2-1 here. Nate the Great, you know, he has a really good deck. He has an Ancestral Recall in his deck too. He didn't even need it to beat us. Shout out to BK for coming over, helping wrangle some children so we can get some work done. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him to hang around too much, but so it goes. All right, well, I don't really like this start. They have about 1 million mana. Have 5 mana on turn 2 if that's what they want. Well, there's a Delighted Halfling. Let's see if it does something. Had a lot of upheavals in my opening hand. Not really where I want that card. It would have been nice to get to Nadu combo against Nate here. Turn 2 Flame Tongue, but didn't play a land. Okay, let's brainstorm and see if we can find some mana dorks. Ugh. Well, I'm going to put Upheaval back and I guess Spar's Headquarters. And then crack Tarn. Just get Trop and play Sylvan Safekeeper. Pass the turn. I really don't want a Time Twister against an opponent stuck on lands here. I was hoping to draw one of my mana dorks so I could get a Nissa out. Oh, Arwen, what a fantastic draw. All right, well, we're top decking like a fiend over here. No reprieve, please. And I think I just pass. I don't really need to attack with Sylvan Safekeeper. They have Cathar Commando in their deck. Seems like, A, I don't really want to trade Safekeeper for Cathar Commando, and B, if they then kill Lauren or Arwen, then I would want to do that trade. Here, I'm going to want to Nissa before I Time Twister if I can. Arwen is pretty good against a creature deck. Just sits there indestructible. Keeps that Flame Tongue back. Turn 2 Flame Tongue, but no more lands. Time Warp. All right, well, let's just pass the turn here. I've got an island I can still get, so I'm just going to cycle Lorien Revealed and pick that up. If they miss on lands this turn, it's going to be really tough for them. Because now, go get island. I still have a Spar's Headquarters, but I don't want that. I just want to guarantee a 5th land and then go Nissa. And Nissa the Forest. Because I want to play this birds. I don't think I want to attack and trade with Flame Tongue. I'm happy just chilling here. I even have a Sylvan Safekeeper to protect me from like exile effects. And then now I just win. They just never going to have ended up playing another spell this game. So not the most exciting, but you know, next turn I have 1 million mana and I can go Time Warp, Time Twister and all that. So 1 and 1, let's go. All right. Time for round 3, playing against Mac, who's on blue-red with 2 Moxes. Feel like I'm a little outpowered here this draft. That's okay. I will keep this hand. It's not an amazing hand, but it has turn 1 mana dork. So does he. All right. Come on, Mac. What is this? All right, gets Lutri in the hand. Turn 1 mana dork into turn 2 Arwen, and I'll lead on the Delighted Halfling to make it uncounterable if that could come up. I mean, drawing the 2nd mana dork was pretty good too, because I can go Ignoble into Arwen here off Cradle. So I've got some moves of my own. And Mac's got Lutri in hand, has like Lightning Bolt in his deck, has some counters, Hole Breacher, but I'm on the one with all the draw 7s. Okay. Ghost Vacuum is fine. Let's go Hierarch. Cradle. Arwen here. And can't counter that one. Nothing to feed to the vacuum either. And next turn, didn't draw anything too exciting. Beseju is not particularly good here. It doesn't really work very well to blow up mana sources because they just get another land. But I've got Endurance and Greaves. Noble, Flooded Strand, Lightning Greaves. And I guess I'll just wait on the Endurance here. Let's attack with Arwen, or try to. Oh, Flood Pit's Drowner. All right. Arwen is tapped. And put the Greaves on it now. And pass the turn. I'll play Endurance end of turn, I guess. I don't think there's a big reason not to. Talisman, sure. I really don't care if Mac counters this endurance. Oh. Now it's actually looking pretty good. Because he can't even Flood Pit's Drown with Arwen because it's got the Greaves on it. So endurance is... I'm going to have a lot of stuff in play. Okay. We don't mind that. Can pay for a miscalculation here. Subtlety. Exile on that Lutri. Huh. Okay. So I have a question, or not a question. I have to make a decision here. I can crack the Strand and then put Endurance on top. I don't really want to draw Endurance here. I think I'm going to crack the Strand and then put Endurance on bottom because, like I said, I just don't want to draw it. So let's just get a Sacred Foundry. Though actually, bottom. Maybe I should have actually gotten a Trop. I wanted to get red mana, but I actually have it with Ignoble. So maybe that wasn't really needed. It's okay. I'll take 2 here. All right, well, there's another land. Send with the Delighted Halfling for 3. And I'm going to keep the Greaves on Arwen here. And let's just pass. Ghost Vacuum can eat the Subtlety here. At some point, maybe I'll Beseiju the Ghost Vacuum, but I'm not very close to wanting to do that here. Okay. What is this? Aragorn. Okay, so he's got the Monarch now. Arwen's going to be pretty good at fighting that. Let's crack this. Let's get the Breeding Pool. Draw. Mystic Confluence is a nice one. So let's... I'm just going to attack with Arwen here. Eat the Flood Pit's Drowner. I mean, I assume. And then I have up Mystic Confluence, which at some point is going to do something here. I mean, I'm going to cast it this turn, most likely. So only on 4 mana Mac is, so can't quite crack Ghost Vacuum. So if he sacks it, yeah, I've got to blow it up with Beseiju before he gets to the point where he wants to sack it. Okay, this is what I like to see. Counter. Do I want to bounce Aragorn? Or just draw 2 cards? Aragorn attacks, I take it. I think I'm just going to counter and draw 2 cards. Because Aragorn, I'll just block with, or he can block the Arwen, but I feel like if I bounce Aragorn, he can just replay Aragorn and get the Monarch again. All right, so I can't block, I take it. And then now I've got a little bit of action here. Let's draw. Okay, let's fire off a Brainstorm. Hopefully this is a good one. Interesting. Okay. It isn't amazing, but I might be able to set up a really nice upheaval. Let's put back Forest. And Upheaval will be my top card. Let's attack with Arwen here. As a 4/4. Okay. I gain the Monarchy, and then I'm going to play the Elf. The question is, do I play or cycle the Spara's Headquarters? I kind of think I want to cycle it because... Let's play the Fastbond because I don't think I need the blue mana here because I have the Noble. So now if he puts Subtlety, Flood Pit's Drowner, and Dragon into play, yeah, I actually don't mind that. So I'm gonna let this happen. If Mac wants to crack the Ghost Vacuum, I think I'm okay with that. I am a little worried. Maybe I should have played the Spara's Headquarters because if he Flood Pits the Noble, then I can't cast Upheaval. Perhaps that is a little bit ambitious. Let's see. Does he not have the 6th land? Because that would also be interesting. Okay, he does. Okay, so he's going to have Ghost Vacuum here. Hopefully he taps like Delighted Halfling or something. I guess I can also cycle Spar's Headquarters looking for a land. Okay, taps Delighted Halfling, good. I'm at 12, so I'm going to take a little damage here. I'm going to chump, I believe, the Aragorn. He should probably make Llanowar Elves unable to block. Yeah. I'm going to cycle this. Doesn't matter too much. Block. Take one. And then next turn I can cast a pretty big Upheaval with Fastbond in play. I don't think I want to do anything else. Let's draw. Oh, Nissa. Nissa actually generates mana here. So let's cast Nissa. Okay. And play a land. Nissa the Cradle. He's going to keep the Monarch for a second here. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, I don't want to attack. He's not going to keep the Monarch because I'm going to get to Upheaval here. Upheaval. And then I'm going to get to replay everything, including Greaves. All right. That was a nice one. You love to see that. Upheaval with just a million things to replay. Night of Autumn kills Moxes and Ghost Vacuum. I don't mind that too much. Cankerboom's not very good at killing Moxes. I don't think that's a good deal. And then there's also... do I want No More Lies? I don't think so. Or Felia. Felia is good against like Treachery. It can be. The Arwen is decent as well. No, I think I'll run this. Let's see how this goes. All right, on the draw here. Playing for the 2-1. Let's go. And this, I'm just going to mulligan. This hand's way too slow. And has no mana dorks, nothing. All right, I'll keep this. I think I'm just going to put back Sylvan Safekeeper here. Any Moxes? No Moxes. All right, Sparas. Safekeeper would have been decent with that. Turn 2 Noble. Not the most impressive. I'm going to wait on the Brainstorm and whatnot. I want to cast Brainstorm. Oh, he does have Hull Breacher in his deck, though, so that's a little awkward. I just want to be able to cast Brainstorm on a turn where I'm also going to like cycle Lorien Revealed, and I've got Guy's Cradle coming, so I've got a lot of mana. Just the longer you can wait on Brainstorm when you have good plays to make, the better. Okay. Put back Flood Pit's Drowner, and then now... Okay, well, let's cast Brainstorm then. Definitely want to put back Island. I think put back Forest. And play a Birds, Cradle, Arwen. And then upkeep, I'm probably going to cycle Lorien Revealed. Cycling Lorien Revealed is kind of like drawing 2 cards because I'm putting back... I put back 2 blanks, Island and Forest, but I could also just cast Lorien Revealed. Maybe that's better. I'll end up basically up an extra card. So if I just cast Lorien Revealed, I'll have in my hand Island, Forest, 2 new cards, right? So it's 2 quasi blanks and 2 new cards. If I upkeep Cycle it, I'll end up with a Trop in hand, which is still a blank, and 1 new card, but I also won't have to spend 5 mana. Oh, discarded Tideminder Revoker. That's interesting. I am a little scared of Hull Breacher, so I think if Mac passes with mana up, I'm a little inclined to just upkeep Cycle Lorien Revealed, because you can also counter it, and cycling it is uncounterable. Well, now that Tidebinder's gone, it's especially uncounterable. And then I just draw for my turn. If I'm not going to get a single Nadu trigger this entire draft, that will be a little disappointing. I hope that's not the case. All right, Malcolm discards third path and plays Aragorn. Okay. I'm going to take the Monarch with birds. I guess I'll just draw, because I go Forest, Ignoble. Oh, it's actually because of the Monarch. Yeah, it's way better to draw, because now I get to shuffle as well. Go get... Oh, it's not. That's not the Monarch. It's the Monarch, not the initiative. Duh. Let's go Lorien Revealed here. Into Gleemox plus Endurance. I guess I will do that, actually. Cast and target myself, because I don't mind those cards being back. All right, there's Greaves. Okay. He's going to get to flip his Saga. He can make it so Endurance can't block, but I couldn't cast Endurance if I waited as well. And next turn I can Greaves it up. And the Aragorn, I guess I just block with Arwen. And I lose the Monarch, unfortunately. But next turn I've got Greaves, and I mean, that's about it. My hand isn't that good. But if I draw Nadu Greaves with this Cradle and this many creatures in play, I clearly just win. So, assuming he doesn't have a counter or a way to kill it. So, we'll just hope for that. Oh, attack with all three. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll block the Goblin then. I go to 10. He draws. Discards. It's discarded a lot of action so far. It says discarded 5 cards. None of them have been lands. That's funny. Means he's probably got a lot of lands clustered in his deck here. Treachery my Arwen? Oh, yeah, I don't like that. It doesn't have a land. I guess it's not the best combo with Gemstone Mine, which is kind of funny too. Okay, if he's got anything else here, I'm really not loving my spot. All right, any Nadus? Any Nadus? Let's go, Nadu. Let's go. Nissa. See if this gets countered. And I guess I do get to attack with birds again and take the initiative back. I don't think I'm actually attacking with any Nissa lands here. Oh, what you got? Something? Counter my Nissa? I mean, if Nissa resolves, I'm gonna really not do much with it. But it's a reasonable thing to counter, of course. Subtlety. Oh, and then I can't even attack. Putting this on the bottom. Land. Greaves. Elf. Greaves the Endurance. Pass the turn here. Yeah, Subtlety got me pretty good. I mean, I'm just dead actually to Aragorn here. All right, game 3 on the play. Do I want Felia? Maybe I want Felia over Tamio. His deck's pretty good at staying ahead, so Planeswalkers look a little worse. All right, let's do it. All right, I would like to play first. Let's get a sick Gleemox opener. I would enjoy that. What do we got here? This is why I hate Fastbond. I can play Fastbond, play Safekeeper. I have turn 2 Knight of Autumn. And if I draw 2 lands or a dork and a land, I can play a quick Nissa. All right, I guess I'll keep this hand. I really don't feel great about it, but I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan. If I drew Time Twister, oh man, that would be nice. Let's just hope for that and not Wheel of Fortune. That would be very disappointing. One of the things I like about this hand is there's a pretty good chance Mac plays a Mox on turn 1. He's got 2 of them. And if he does, turn 2 Knight of Autumn blowing up a Mox, I'll have these 6 cards in play. All right, he mulled to 6 here. Fastbond. Drop. Sylvan Safekeeper and pass the turn. Let's see. So I guess I kind of am hoping for a Mox, which is funny. You don't usually hope your opponent has a Mox in their opening hand. So I wouldn't mind drawing a land or a Mana Dork this turn. Cradle would be the best. Because if I draw Cradle, I could go turn 2 Knight of Autumn, and then turn 3 using Cradle to play Nissa, though obviously I would like him to draw a Mox as well. Oh, turn on Mana Vault? That works too. He didn't tap it, which is great. Land, Knight of Autumn. So he doesn't have subtlety here. If he does, then yeah, so it goes. If he subtleties here, I'm not putting it on top though, because he's going to just use the Mana Vault on turn 2 if he subtleties. So that's not going to help it. Feels like he does have subtlety here, but or maybe he's just tanking to slow roll. Who knows? I don't think I need to play this forest, so I'm just going to attack for 1 here. All right, land plays Nissa. Mana Dork plays it a turn later. Nadu is obviously incredible. There's a Mox. Okay. Now what? Now what you got? To Talisman. To Preordain. Okay. He hasn't played a land yet this turn. Oh, if I just draw a land here, slamming Nissa, I think, would go a long way towards me winning this game. What I don't want to see here is like an uncastable or something. Okay, Beseju is great. Okay, Nissa, please no subtlety. I mean, if he subtleties, oh, Force of Will? That's even worse than subtlety, because I was going to say I could draw Nissa. I didn't know he had Force also. Man, this deck is good. 1 card. What's the last card, Mac? Is it going to be a Goldspan Dragon? Yep. All right, we're both on no cards. So he had to draw the land for that too? Ay. All right. Endurance doesn't do anything. Well, no, that's not true. He had to take a bunch of damage, so I guess Endurance means I get to attack him down to 2 here. All right, if he well, no, he's going to put Lutri into hand if he bricked. So I need him to brick. And let's go Endurance. Yeah, I'll shuffle Nissa, sure. Another piece of action. Okay, let's attack here with these 2. I think a pretty good chance he Lutries and blocks the Knight of Autumn here. And then I play Time Twister. He's got a lot of mana. I've got a lot of mana in a Fastbond. Ooh, what is this? Oh, a Tidebinder. Okay. Double blocking Endurance. Okay. I'm going to Time Twister. With this much mana, I think I'd rather him have Tide... No, I'll give him the Lutri. He's got... Huh. He's going to have a lot of mana. I think I'll give him the Tidebinder. Kill the Tidebinder. And then Time Twister. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, what do we got? I'm 1 short of casting Mystic Confluence or Time Warp. Because that's Spara's headquarters. Oh, that's a tragedy. I guess I'll play Elf. Gleemox. Lightning Greaves. Greaves the Safekeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't need to play another land. I don't think it's going to do it here against 7 cards in hand. Well, 8. He's tapping out fast. Am I just dead here? Headliner Scarlet? Yes, I am. All right. Good game. If I was able to Time Warp, I would have been able to then Nissa plus Confluence, which would have given me a pretty good shot, but So it goes. Well, I like this deck. I thought it would look like a lot of fun. I got just completely run over by Nate, and those games against Mac, they were solid. Would have been nice to get something going here. Literally 0 Nadu triggers the whole draft, but you know what? That'll happen. So, look, I'm turning a new leaf. I'm losing. It's all right. It's going to happen, and I'll do my best, and I think this deck was pretty fun, and it looked pretty solid, but I did get completely demolished, so who knows? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.